Hello and welcome to 5 Minute Magic from Creativity for Sale podcast, a quick fire episode sharing tips and tricks from the pages of the book of the same title. Yes, Creativity for Sale. Every week I'll be sharing 1 or 2 ideas that could give you an actionable takeaway for your creative career, your business, or just a food for thought for the weekend ahead. These tips are taken from the audiobook and you can find a link to the full version in the show notes. Let's look into the next few elements that define the bigger picture of what we do with our brands of creativity. In previous episodes, we have covered many elements that add up to our why. In this episode, we will zoom in on the other 2 elements, which is the how and what, along with the definition of our personal brand statement and defining of our skill stack. All of these are to be supported by defining with our values for creativity and business. Let's have a look.
Define your what and how. Your what is about defining the size and shape of the problem you're going to solve. What pain points are you going to remove? What problems are you going to solve for people? What skill set is currently in demand? What do you know about the current technology in your industry that can be invaluable to other companies? In the world of business, the what is your main objective. The what can change, but it's you who provides it, and this gives you the ability to adapt to change when it's needed. Your how is the way you offer your what. This is often about the practicalities of how you will work. Will you work directly or indirectly? On-site or remote? In person or online? Will you work on your own as part of a team or lead your own team of collaborators or suppliers? In other words, how do you connect and deliver your skill set to your clients? Define your personal brand statement. Now, let's bring this together. Summarize your brand personality, creative philosophy, and other important points in one simple line that will help you articulate what you do to anyone. Your personal brand statement is meant to be short and to the point. It should simply introduce you, what you do, and what you work on. Spelling it out in economical, precise language makes it far easier to see the road ahead. Try the following format to get started and tweak it as many times as you need to arrive at a version you're happy with. I am, name plus title or profession. Who does, what problem do you solve? With, your clientele or audience. For, outcome. By doing, your unique selling point. For example, I am Radim Malinic, a branding creative director who turns ideas into brands of the future. I work with startups and established brands to create exciting products through engaging visual storytelling. Define your skill stack. Your skill stack is a jigsaw of many pieces of experience, skills, and traits, and these often go beyond your core offering or product. In fact, the skills you pick up on your career and life journey start from a young age, and there's a lot you can already do with your magic formula and superpower. And there's also a lot you can add to your skill stack. Indeed, there's never a time when you've collected too many skills or too much knowledge. Realistically, it takes time to build your creative skill stack, learn the fundamentals of business, and finesse your processes. And it can even be a lifelong journey. But the longer you practice this myriad of skills, the better you should get across the board as a creative professional. A broader skill stack can give you an advantage in solving bigger problems, having more elaborate conversions with collaborators, elevating your output beyond its borders, and making you more adaptable to what the future might bring. You already started defining your skill stack earlier with your magic formula and superpower. But this shouldn't be a one-and-done exercise. You may not need to keep a formal CV now you've escaped the corporate employed world, but you should still keep a record of your skills, experiences, and knowledge to keep track of your skill stack yourself and have a plan for your future learning. Define your values. Now it's time to get bigger. Your values are what you consider to be the most important things in life, in business and in relationships. Over the course of time, as you become more experienced in these areas, your personal, creative and business values are likely to change. Our younger selves are often busy drinking a confusing cocktail of outside influences, but as we grow, we start to notice what we align with and what we don't. In our early days, our creative values are often inward-facing, meaning we are on the path to prove ourselves. First, we have to prove to ourselves that we can do what we've set out to do. Then we have to prove to others that we can deliver the work that's needed of us. As such, our inward-looking values might be focus, caring about detail and delivery; passion, striving to do the best possible work; innovation, being curious to do something different. There is nothing wrong with such a mindset, of course. If you're driven to be the best version of yourself, then this will naturally lead you to a focus on your own skill set and achievements. And your values won't extend much into the outside world, at least not for now. This isn't a bad thing, it's just your vision. People will see that you bring your A game everywhere you go, and they will totally buy into what you have to offer. They will see your why, and it will help them make the right decision whether to work with you. They will understand that your value is to deliver great work that goes beyond their expectations. Once you've been around the block a few times, your values will start to shift with your view of the world, and they will become more outward-looking. You will start to care less about what you get from the process and more about what you give to enrich others with your creativity. This doesn't mean that your original values are no longer valid or are obsolete. It simply means that you build on top of those values and add extra layers. Your updated values will include the reasons why your creativity can serve a greater purpose than just hitting your personal best. Your outward-looking values might be trust, being trustworthy and accountable and having integrity; dedication, wanting to make a difference through your creativity; sustainability, caring about the environment and your impact on it; generosity, helping people to achieve their goals with the tools you provide;